ho, penny pinchers. Was that clear? Penny pinchers. There we go. Cool. My name is Phil, and you're watching the Piggy Bank podcast.
Piggy Bank.
Your favorite casual gaming podcast with your casual gaming friends. These are my casual gaming friends, Connor Elliott.
I think that the term penny pinchers might be a slur somewhere else, so let's not say that next time, please.
No, double down.
Doubtful.
Say it even harder.
Doubtful. Penny pinchers.
Hit it with the hard R.
Pinchers. And, of course, Tavin Bothel.
What's poppin', players?
Gentlemen, we are here on this wonderful Sunday afternoon, evening at this point now, live on twitch.tv/2pennygames, where we record our podcasts every Sunday, starting at 4 p.m. Central?
Yeah, 4 p.m., probably about 6 or 7-ish.
Cool.
7-ish.
Mm-hmm. I, of course, also go live every I almost said Thursday. Tuesday at 2 p.m. Central, where I believe this week, last week, I went live for the people that are watching the recording on youtube.com/@2pennygames. I'll probably be playing either Minecraft Legends, more of that, just kind of just fucking around, or fucking the Advance Wars. Advance Wars, yeah, because I did the tutorial for that last night, just hanging out in bed, and I was like, yeah, I could get some time out of this. Not sure, I'm not entirely sure how entertaining of a stream game that's going to be so far, but we'll see.
Very nice.
Of course, at this point, if you're watching on YouTube, you can go back and watch our Minecraft Legends review, which we will be recording shortly after this. But it's already live for you since you're watching on YouTube. So, without any further ado, we here on... Oh, sorry, I didn't plug the TikTok or the Twitter there. Twitter.com/2pennygames. And of course, we're just spelled out 2pennygames, just like everything else on TikTok. Please check us out. We have all these awesome shorts and TikTok videos that Tavin puts out. Puts a lot of work into these great edited, cut down bits for our channels. And we love him for it. We hate him for everything else.
Mm-hmm. He's like a tool to be used.
Exactly.
Oh, use me, Phil, use me.
Use you, abuse you, I'll chew you up, spit you out.
Oh my.
This is a little weird. Oh god.
Anyway,
spit me into Connor's mouth. You know what I mean? Like,
We'll do. Anyway,
you're not Osmosis Jones. You can't.
Osmosis Jones. Dude, that's a great movie. Anyway, without any further ado, for real this time, let's go and hop into the piggy bank here. We're going to start with our mini games, of course. Tavin, you have a little list for us because this past week it was good old 420.
It was indeed, and Kotaku put out a new list celebrating 420. Best and worst video games to play high. Best and worst video games to play after that za, after that kush, after that green, after that devil's grass.
Mary Jane.
The Mary Jane, indeed. And of course, I haven't looked at this list. The gentlemen just now have been exposed to this list, that it even exists. So we're going to go through it together and have us some fun. The intro paragraph goes like this. Throughout the years, stoner culture and gamer culture have become enmeshed, occasionally being mistaken for each other. While it may be a somewhat tired cultural conversation, stoners are lazy, gamers are lazy, blah, blah, there's no denying that the two are quite complementary. They work well together and have for decades, offering us gamer bongs that look like you're taking a rip out of a warp pipe, herb-inspired skins in Call of Duty, and debates over whether or not smoking weed increases your performance in games like that one, Call of Duty, that is. So, with that in mind, it's important that we lay out which games are the best to play while you're stoned and which are the worst, because you don't want to have a bad trip, do you? I just realized that this is a slideshow thing, so we're going to start our slideshow. Oh, wait.
Yeah, I was looking at that.
I think that's just a list, right?
Oh, okay. It's 1 out of 10. So, best, any Tony Hawk's Pro Skater. I think that makes sense for me, right?
Sure.
Like that's.
I'm curious if we see on the worst here. Probably not, because they're obviously going on for the weed angle. But are you familiar with the game that I don't know when this game came out, but there's a game that's basically it's an LSD dream emulator.
I've heard of it.
Jesus Christ.
So that's probably if it's on there, it'll be one of the worst.
I'll tell you what the worst game to play high is, because I discovered this as someone who was playing it sober alongside one young Philip here. But Portal 2 co-op is a pain in the ass when somebody is high. Let me tell you what.
It's even worse when you start on the hard puzzles and you don't do the easy ones first.
God, we will repeat this story for our Portal 2 review, which is going live tomorrow if you're listening to this on YouTube. But boy, oh boy, Phil. Oh,
I had a great time.
He was in another world while I was sitting there trying to figure out how to get a ball in a goddamn hole.
There were plenty of puzzles that I solved faster than you did.
There were moments.
So don't even.
Yeah, when we got to the easy stuff.
Don't even.
So, you guys played Portal 2 multiplayer without me?
Well,
it's two-player, Connor.
It's two-player game.
Yeah, I know. You played it without me.
Listen, Connor,
yes, that's a factual statement.
Wait, we already said how Resident Evil 5 is going to work out. I don't know what we're going to do. I had something in my head for you, Connor, where I was like, me and Connor got to play that together. But I don't remember what the fuck it was.
Don't worry. I might be able to play it with someone else if they haven't experienced it. Show someone else a good time for one of the best games of all time.
It's a great game. Great game.
It's a great game.
Connor.
Very cool.
What do you expect? Are fighting games fun high?
Probably not.
No. You do worse. You just do worse. And then if someone else is like, I beat you, it sounds like an excuse. You lay it on if you said no, it wasn't. I couldn't focus.
I've been partaking in the devil's lettuce.
I can't do it. And then they say, yeah, right. So no, it's horrible. If anything, it'd be on bad.
Shit,
like the worst.
Don't play Guilty Gear with that. Is it this?
More like Street Fighter. Like so technical. So many buttons.
God. Speaking of which, Connor, the Street Fighter demo went up this last weekend or whatever. Should I be playing that? I've been kind of media blackout on Street Fighter, in anticipation for it. Should I not do that? Should I be absorbing what the community is saying and all that?
Oh no, yeah, you totally should. I haven't got my hands on it yet either, because I find out that my fight stick doesn't work on PS5. PS5 games. Yeah, thankfully I'm gonna get it on PC anyway, so it's not like it's that big a deal. And the demo is coming out on PC April 26th, I want to say.
Does it have crossplay? No. It has crossplay, right?
Oh yes,
they confirmed that.
Okay. I will say it kind of. I don't know if it really matters if you play it or not because progress doesn't carry over.
It doesn't, but from what my understanding is, as someone who hasn't picked it up yet, they are trying to go to pretty good lengths to do tutorials on how to play fighting games, basics on how to do them. So to get a kind of head start, obviously you don't have to do it. You can. I'm assuming these features will be in the base game if it's in the demo. But as far as just getting a little bit of a taste before it comes out a couple months later, it'd be good to get familiar with some of the terms that the game has to teach you. Though, admittedly, one of the things he was talking about is footsies, which was described as bad. It's a term in fighting games for certain styles of play that certain games follow. Notably, Street Fighter. It's known as a footsies game. I'm actually going to, in the meantime, while we move on, look up the term again because they explained it in a bad way. Okay. So even that aside, though, it seems like from what I understand, it is showing you pretty well how to play these games, how to play fighting games.
So Tavin, on this list, is it 5 best, 5 worst? Is that what it is?
I don't even know if it's that because they count the title page as one of the 10 slides, and there's 10 slides here, and Tony Hawk would be a 2 of 10. So I don't know if it's maybe it's 4 and 4 and then an outro.
Okay.
All right. We're gonna see. Let's see what they have for the first world. Oh yeah, Sekiro Shadows Die Twice. Yeah, don't play that high.
Yeah, it's a bad idea.
That's one where you need to be in the zone. You need to be focused. You need to know what's happening at all times and not be on any type of delay. So yeah, that one would make sense. I imagine now that I think about it, a lot of fighting games, a lot of FromSoft games, probably not fun to play high.
No, I think that's a safe thing to say. Unless it's Sekiro, I think particularly so because it requires a lot of preciseness to it, whereas other Souls games you can get away with some error.
Sekiro's fast.
In that regard.
I think if you smoke a bowl, you load up some Elden Ring, get some summons going, you're probably fine.
Yeah, it's just, this game specifically screams that it would not be the best.
I think I could take out Margit.
Way easier second time around.
Oh yeah.
Way easier.
I'm actually wondering how far I could get without dying.
Well, that can cause.
I think
some
you're
errors.
dying. You're dying to Margit as soon as you meet him.
Mm.
And
Margit,
then-
no. Not sure familiar. See, the thing that makes Margit hard is he plays the way that many bosses and enemies do later on in the game, so it's to get you acclimated to it. And so going back to him, because I started my New Game Plus fairly recently, and I just knew everything. Yeah, I knew everything that was coming my way, and it was just
Recently,
kind of easy dodge and punish.
I think
It's one of the
if
easier ones to
I
fight,
went
honestly,
back
okay.
to Elden Ring, it would take me a while to readapt to the language of the game.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I literally have not touched it since I platinumed it. So
But yeah, you played so much of it. You're the pro gamer. You're the
so
pro
me and Phil are on the same playing field right now. Is what he's saying.
that's some bullshit.
Oh.
That's some bullshit.
Another best any Halo game.
Yeah.
I don't know if I agree with this. I think
I
maybe the old ones. OG trilogy, maybe. But these
I
new
mean,
ones.
you're not playing competitive, but like,
Yeah.
You're playing multiplayer, fun multiplayer matches that come and go really quickly, and frankly, it's not as skill based as other shooters are. Like I feel like there's a lot of encounters where you both die.
That's the
because
bottom of the scoreboard. Talk
I know,
Right there.
I know from
No, no, no.
experience that Halo Infinite's a good time with Tavin.
Oh, well,
Me?
there you go.
Yeah,
Like with me specifically.
no, like, I mean, you were there.
Oh, okay. I see. I was like,
You didn't make.
I was like, what about me made it a good time?
not you?
We do a lot of winning, me and Phil. We do a lot of winning.
No.
Winners, they come.
Oh
from.
God, yes.
Oh, dude,
Oh.
I can barely play this game. Overcooked, that's the one on the list. I can barely play this game sober.
Oh my God, I love Overcooked. Me and Connor have had some great nights with Overcooked.
It's a great time. It's a great time. Me and Ash have gotten to a certain point, and then there was at some point there was like mine carts of food going,
Yep.
and it was just hurting my brain.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, and it gets crazy too. Like late.
Yeah.
I don't know if you were playing 1 or 2, but late levels of 1, like you start getting like haunted mansions and like ghosts are coming in and rats are stealing your food, and then like the levels evolve like throughout the course, and it's like, and then like suddenly you're going from making pastas and pizzas to sushis and sandwiches, and you're like, what the hell is going on?
Yeah, we were playing 2.
Yeah, so and 2 just got even more complex from there. But I love Overcooked, but yeah, it would just be a failure to play that high. And Phil, you and I are in the service industry. I don't understand how people go to, and you do this to my knowledge sometimes. I don't understand how people
Allegedly.
do it high. I don't understand how people do it high. I really don't. Like I go in there and it takes all of my focus to like perform at my best, and I don't know.
Allegedly.
But
That's all I have to say about that.
I don't partake as much as you two gentlemen. So
Excuse
best
me?
Sims 4.
Wait.
That makes sense.
I don't do anything like that.
Oh yeah, good Christian boy Connor, who I believe on the Gamescast advocated for watching porn in VR last episode, but that's beside the point.
Very strange thing to pull out of nowhere, Tavin. I'd never said anything of the sort.
There's no recorded evidence of this anywhere, right?
Oh
Yeah.
man.
There's
Best Sims 4. That makes sense. I think a lot of the slow simulation type games, that would make sense, and you're just fucking around and doing shit and having a good time, making yourself laugh.
Okay.
Shout out to whoever took the screenshot in game, how they're in the fucking greenhouse, and that's what this fucking thing's
That's
about.
pretty funny. Well, I have a criticism of Sims. I think a large majority of the player base are either sociopaths or psychopaths, seeing as how many people kill the Sims in their games. So I think there's a bigger issue with Sims than what this article is pertaining to. Because I don't know, man. I see a lot of people get on Sims, and those people that just laugh about it. And I think to myself, do you kill people in your spare time? Or kill cats or animals? Just a thought.
You know,
Really?
people get people that go over and see people in the pool and they take away the ladder. It's what they do.
Yeah, see, that's what I'm talking about. It's like it's socially acceptable torture is what goes on. And
Socially acceptable torture.
Yep. And I can hear it now. Sims players who are really offended at that, if they
Oh
exist.
man, put another one on the list.
You said if they exist?
if they exist. If easily offendable Sims fans exist. I don't know if that's the case, since I don't like to touch the Sims franchise, considering that there's so many of them that are psychopaths and sociopaths. But I'm assuming
You
they're
want to go on
probably
the bad
pretty
side.
angry. Oh, that's true. Until now, I think as far as morality goes, it's especially in the gaming circle, we should stop tolerating psychopaths and sociopaths like Sim players. And,
Wow, sim gamers, watch out.
Yeah. Yeah. Phil, I want you to know that in my pastime sometimes I think of marketing PR responses to something that Connor said, because it's gonna be him one day. And I I just think of how would we as a company would respond to him tripping and falling and putting his foot in his mouth. And yeah, so it's gonna be a
God,
mess.
I dream of the day that like we get clips of Connor in like real life doing things like how we get clips of Joe Biden, like falling downstairs or like riding a bike and falling over. And God,
that would be funny.
Just eating ice cream.
Soldiers.
When I see Connor, I do think Joe Biden.
Oh, that's not well.
Moving on.
That's
Worst
funny.
Left 4 Dead?
Oh
Yeah.
no, that'd be a good time.
That
That'd
makes
be
no
fun.
sense.
That'd
That
be
makes no sense
fun.
at all.
That'd be a good time.
I mean, I guess because like it's like hectic and requires teamwork, but I feel like everyone would just kind of laugh it off and have a good time. Shoot
If you're on like more psychoactive shit, I could see that being a bad time. But
See, the problem is that we can kind of write this segment off because they're saying Left 4 Dead, but it's Left 4 Dead 2 on the screen, and it's saying only Left 4 Dead in the little words that
the
are
little
down below.
blurb.
The little blurb. So I don't think these people know what they're frankly talking about. I think we can safely assume, since this one gaffe kind of disproves the entire, rating of this game on this list. How are you looking for it? Are you trying to?
I'm reading their thing, and it's the typical thing of like things you would say, quote, long gaps of silence between hordes will keep you on edge, but not enough of an edge that you're prepared for the dozens of zombies that come streaming down an alleyway. You're twitchy, but but your reaction speed is ass at the moment, and they mob you before you can figure out where they're coming from. The music cues that let you know when a special big bad zombie is coming will make your palms sweat. All three of your friends are screaming at you to open the fucking safe room door. Doesn't help either. Miss this game entirely, win high. And I disagree. I think it'd be fun. I think it'd be a good time.
It'd be a good time. They're also that blurb made it sound like you're the only one, which I could see maybe being a bad time, but it'd be a great time if everybody's partaking.
I mean, they mentioned having your three friends screaming at you to open the door.
No, but I mean, like you being the only one inebriated.
You're saying everybody, or nobody.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, that makes sense. Best Destiny 2. I agree with this.
I could see it.
I like some slow shooters, right? quote unquote slow shooters. Destiny 2 does.
Let me say, you're probably not rating.
No,
but,
probably not. But let's do our weeklies. Let's do our nightfall, or something. Let's
hop in the
just grind
Crucible.
out on some things. Blanca 811 in the chat says I might be the resident expert on playing games while stoned. Shout out to you, my man. Shout out to you.
Done it several years of his life.
Oh man, I wish.
Quite a thing to admit on Twitch.
Weed guy. I'm not a big.
No, at this point, I'd venture to say that he's probably spent more time inebriated than sober.
That's a lot of time.
It's a lot of time.
Worst, Hades?
Oh no.
I mean, like, what's your goal?
Hard disagree here.
Like, if you're just like chilling, having a good time, yeah, give yourself a little puff of something. It's not that big of a deal. Chill out, play some Hades. It's not even that hard of a game. Like, no. Yeah, I disagree.
Yeah, that's an easy game to pop in and play whenever, quickly. So.
Sorry, John. I didn't mean to expose you here.
And yeah, that's it. So at the end of it, we have best Tony Hawk, Halo, The Sims, and Destiny. And worst, we have Hades, Left 4 Dead, Overcooked, and Sekiro.
Yeah, I just have to. I'd say like overall, I guess, but like there's some hard misses on this list.
Yeah, hard misses on this list.
You know what they should have done? This should have been an IGN Kotaku staff article, and everyone should have just collectively played a bunch of games and then met together and been like, okay, what worked the best here? I think that would a larger focus group would have been very useful.
I was expecting like, I feel like Smash Brothers would be fun. I feel like Splatoon would be fun.
I mean, Smash is another one where it's got to be everybody or nobody.
Sure.
Mm-hmm. That's true.
Yeah.
Because if you're the only one, you're not going to have a great time.
Phil, you said hard misses. What were you expecting to be here?
I think it's really funny to play puzzle games. Like Portal is really funny.
Get fucked.
Is really funny.
You fucking asshole.
Yes. That's not even like to just mention what we did. It's literally just I just think it's a funny experience, and I think Minecraft is a great one too.
Minecraft is a great one. Where's Minecraft on this list?
Minecraft's a great one.
Fortnite would be fun.
Fortnite, yeah, sure. Maybe not Apex. I feel like Apex it's the first person thing that kind of throws me off, and that's because it's a different game than Halo. Halo's like a different kind of experience first person, so that's like a good time.
I mean, I guess, but like people play Call of Duty.
Fortnite is great, Stone, says John.
Yeah.
There you go.
People play Call of Duty stoned all the time and have a good time. And I just never
that's a good time.
it. I mean, like I wouldn't play like a Rainbow Six game. Like that sounds like that'd be a bad experience.
I think you definitely want to skew away from competitive.
Or things that don't like allow for like a margin of error.
Right.
Yeah.
Emoting on 10-year-olds after you kill them is a great time.
For sure. So, anyways, that's my contribution this week.
There we go.
I thought it was fun.
All right. I do want to do mine last, so we're gonna throw it over to Connor here.
So pathetic. I don't know why. Something about that was just like you can't push your game enough. You're confident. You gotta be confident in your game.
Do the fucking Mr. Principal Skinner from The Simpsons. Pathetic.
It is. That's why I said it. That's why I said the word pathetic. But no, it isn't pathetic. Video game weapons, which we are going to be doing a draft pick of.
Well, there are some pathetic video game weapons.
There are indeed.
Oh, that's true enough, actually. Never mind.
Fuck, what is...
But Tavin, I think you have a wheel for us, huh?
Oh.
Are you telling me... Wait, no. I'm sorry. This is mine. This is my game. It should be up to me.
I mean, I can do it, and then it's pretty easy to have it on stream this time.
No, wait one second. There we go. That's Phil. And then that's T's Tavin. I'm spinning it. Okay,
he's doing it himself.
It's spinning. And it's going to be me. Please be me. It actually is going to be me. Damn it. Phil.
Ooh, I go first. Okay.
Choose.
I mean, if we're talking weapons and video games, we're talking
you
like
son of a bitch, you bastard.
If we're talking weapons and video games, I'm obviously first pick. There's several things come to mind.
Course,
but I think one of the first things I think of is the Buster Sword from Final Fantasy.
You son of a bitch! You son of a bitch! That was going to be my first pick. You dipshit! Okay. All right.
Okay. So it's me next. We go clockwise in order of what we appear on screen.
Tavin. Let me please. Let me get one over on Phil. Please.
I know what you're gonna pick. It's fine.
I know, but Tavin might pick it. Please, Tavin. Don't let.
I don't know what. Because Phil didn't pick what I thought he would pick.
Yeah. And I think I know what you guys both think I'm going to pick. But I think the Buster Sword is more iconic than that thing that I think you might think that I'm thinking.
Well, now I don't know. Now I don't know what Phil would pick, and so I'm lost in the ether here. So I have no idea. I'm gonna go. When you talk video game weapons, the first thing that pops into my mind is the Leviathan axe.
Of course,
that's a good one.
I knew you were. I'm gonna just give you guys an idea. I knew it was gonna be either that from you, Tavin, or the Blades of Chaos. But you do like the Leviathan axe more.
I am more of a Leviathan axe fan. Yes,
that's a good question. I don't know if I like the Leviathan axe or the Blade of Chaos more.
I think conceptually the blades are cool, but like and legacy wise, yeah. But like, God, man,
in practice,
That
practice.
axe, man, it just feels so much better.
All right, Connor, hit me with it.
You know what? I was going. You know what I was
Yeah,
doing.
I know
But
exactly what you're going to pick.
I'm not going to play into your game. I'm not
Okay.
gonna do that. I refuse to. I'm going to pick the more iconic weapons, since you
I still have
chose
no
that,
idea.
and go with the Master Sword from the Legend of Zelda.
See, that was my next pick.
Oh,
That wasn't what I know you thought I was thinking.
okay.
But that was my next pick.
All right. Okay. I didn't expect that. I should. You play the game.
Yes,
You always do.
I
is
play.
true.
That's what I'm here for.
Oh, that's it.
Do you really not? What do you think it was?
He knows
Dad?
now.
I had
He knows
no
now,
idea.
and
I had no
now
idea.
that he knows, I'm gonna go ahead and pick it because I'm a shill.
Yeah,
for the
yeah, yeah.
Keyblade,
The Keyblade,
obviously.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, if we're going, I mean, do we want to go specific, or should I just say the Keyblade? Because there's all different kinds of Keyblades.
I think just the Keyblade.
Okay,
Yeah,
there we
I
go.
think-
I'll leave it at that.
When people think the Keyblade, you know what they're thinking.
Oh yeah.
And like, where do we go from here? I've got one that I know I want on my list, but I don't think y'all will pick it. So I'm leaving that for later.
Okay.
So give me. Oh, that one's good too, but I think I can go another round before I say that. So I'm gonna go. Does it count as a weapon? When we talk weapons, are we just talking about like the key thing in your hands that you're using, or like what are we talking about? You know what? It doesn't matter because I'm making a switch. I'm going the plasma cutter.
That's a good pick, Tavin. That's a great pick.
I need something useful.
Dead Space. Dead Space.
Yeah.
Get those necromorphs.
Get those necromorphs.
Fucking take them down.
It has some universal use to it.
Absolutely.
Practicality.
Mm-hmm.
And it
Connor,
just feels good.
Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off there, Tavin. I was trying to see what Connor's second pick is.
Go ahead.
I'm going to go ahead and choose the Energy Sword from Halo.
There we go.
Decent.
Respectable.
I like this.
Although for my third pick, where I thought you were going to go when you say Halo, I'm thinking the Halo battle rifle, my friend.
Ooh, the battle rifle. Yeah.
Battle rifle from Halo.
In my head, I was thinking the assault rifle, but I was like, the assault rifle doesn't have the same punch, and I was like, but like I can't think of another Halo gun. I was thinking
going
maybe
battle
a sniper
rifle
or something.
Battle rifle, my
rifle,
friend.
That's the one. Battle rifle and energy sword. Those are the ones from Halo.
What are you going to take with you? What are you going to take with you to battle? The battle rifle.
The battle rifle. The battle rifle.
That's right.
That's true.
That's right.
So now I am gonna get a little cute with it.
Okay.
And I'm gonna go the portal gun.
I knew it. Then when you were asking that, I was like, he's talking about the portal gun.
I'm gonna get a little cute with it.
It works. Absolutely.
I think it works.
I completely agree. Wholeheartedly so. I agree.
All right, now mine. I'm going to go with the one of the only ones to transcend multiple games and even IPs. It has been in multiple IPs, and that's the FromSoft's Moonlight Greatsword, which has existed in every single game except for Sekiro.
Well, okay.
I was gonna say I've never fucking heard of it.
It's iconic in the From Software community, and it's one of the greatest weapons. It's actually a good weapon. The game in general.
Okay.
All right. Phil, number 4.
So where do I go for my third pick?
4.
Where do I go? Ooh, okay. That's a cute one. I'll go for that one. Yeah, okay. I'm gonna dig into my my Fire Emblem bag here. We're gonna go Sword of the Creator.
Yes, that's a good one.
Interesting.
Always
Sword of
cool,
the Creator.
sword. That's a cool sword.
Fucking how
Cool.
it's like different
Cool.
segments and fucking slashes and shit. Oh, it's awesome.
It is
Oh
sick.
god, it is really cool. It's really cool. It's really cool. But is it iconic? You know? Is it?
It's on the box.
Is it something that makes you go, that's iconic?
It's on the box. Yeah.
Now, for my 4th pick, I don't think you get more iconic in video games. When you're talking video games and weapons, I don't think you get more iconic than the Super Mario Brothers Fire Flower. So I'm going with the Fire Flower for my 4th pick.
The fucking Fire Flower.
You know what? It makes sense.
I got a cute list, guys. My list is real
Connor,
cute.
don't be a coward. Pick the Tanuki suit. Pick the Tanuki suit.
But I never played any game with a Tanuki suit in it, so I don't
What?
know. Yeah, I never played any Mario.
I don't know if I have either. Oh no, I have.
What?
It's
Have y'all played a Mario game?
It's just a generation that missed. No, I played the early ones before it existed, and I played the later ones when they stopped using it. Like,
Okay.
you know, it's a tough life to live. Connor, where are you going with number 4 here?
You know what? Since time being a little goofy, I'm going to continue the trend of swords and go with the Sephiroth's iconic sword, the Masamune.
Masamune. Yep.
Very cool.
I was wondering when it was going to show up.
It's a long sword.
It's a very long sword. That's why they call them long swords.
Killed Mario.
What?
It did kill Mario. It did stab
Fucking
him.
impaled him. It impaled him, but then it was revealed that it was just through his overalls, you know?
He's okay.
Just
Can't
his
stab
overalls.
him.
He's fine.
You can't stab the video game boy.
You can't stab the golden boy that is Mario. Mario.
Connor is 4 for 4 on swords right now. Phil, what do you got for 5?
For my final pick, you see, Connor is not familiar with this weapon. Tavin, you've only toyed around with it a little bit. We're going with the Lancer Assault Rifle from Gears of War.
That is
That's
a good.
good.
One.
That's good.
Chainsaw on the bayonet. Yes, sir.
I like
yes,
that.
sir.
They
Rounding
had-
that out.
They had Marcus cutting up couches for the Xbox One launch. You remember that in the commercials?
Yep.
Now, gentlemen, I'm now going to go with something that
into a love seat.
I don't think you guys will see as iconic, but those who know. And those who have been in the fandom and those who have been in the conversations, which is many a gamer. I'm going with Solid Snake's SOCOM pistol.
Yes, of course.
Okay.
You all seen the praises of that thing. You're
Sure.
like, this is the best weapon to use in Metal
It
Gear
is
Solid.
tried and true. It is bread and butter. It is old reliable. You put a suppressor on that bad boy, invincible. For the rest of the game, you are invincible.
Till you run out of ammo.
It's just, but you never do. 127 bullets. How many more do you need?
It's a good one. It's iconic. It's classic.
Does it have a chainsaw bayonet?
No, but it's got a really high body count. Or not, depending on your skill.
That's because Tavin's so skillful. He always has a low body count.
Low body count. Big zeros across the board.
Well, I mean, he might as well keep it the same as it is in life, you know.
Exactly. I agree. I can't be saying that. Well, my 5th pick.
Go ahead.
What is my 5th pick? Because you see, I wanted to keep with the swords. I really did. But ultimately, I was
Can
like,
you
know
think
what?
of another sword?
I can. But I
Can't
was
go 5 for
thinking to
5.
myself, Okay, now this is a challenge. So now I'm going to have to change my...
Remember 45 seconds
weapon.
ago when he was like, I'm not going to play into your games.
Yep.
You know,
But
he always falls for it. Hook, line, and sinker.
Fucking
Tavin.
peanut gallery over here dragging him back in.
That's what I do. That's what I do. I'm an
So-
instigator,
You are an instigator. A tomfoolery.
and I'll see you later.
What?
What is this? Pick a weapon, Connor.
I'm stalling for time, Tavin. Please give me.
He's vamping. He's vamping.
I am. And you know what? I'm not going to play into your game. I'm going to
Okay.
go with the
He
most
couldn't think of a
iconic-
5th sword.
I could.
Think of another sword.
Okay. Now you're baiting me again.
I've got a sword. You don't have a sword? I've got a sword.
I definitely have a sword. I have so many swords. I have so many swords that there are swords
collects 'em.
on my wall. They're all on the place.
Uh-huh.
And that is a sword that is functioned as a sword, but also as a bow. And that's Simon's bow blade from Bloodborne, a trick weapon. One of the coolest weapons in all of gaming are in Bloodborne. And this one I always liked because it's a cool, wiry looking sword that changes into a bow at an instant, and you can start.
Okay.
Connor, you could have grabbed the Advent Children's sword, but you know.
Could have even grabbed.
I
Could have even grabbed the fucking. What's the sword of God of War? What's that one? Sword
Blades
of
of
Olympus.
Chaos? Oh, Swords of Olympus. That one's so
What's it
like.
called?
Yeah, the Sword of Olympus.
The fucking big sword that
Yeah,
he gets and he tries to kill Zeus.
The Sword of Olympus.
Oh, yeah.
I don't remember what it's called, but
I don't either. So, wrapping that up, we got Phil, Buster Sword, Keyblade, Battle Rifle, Sword of the Creator, Lancer Assault Rifle. Connor has the Master Sword, the Energy Sword, the Moonlight Great Sword, the Masamune Sword, and the Bowblade.
It's called the Masamune, not the Masamune sword.
And then, yeah, but
he was making it clear.
I just wanted to make it the swords.
I know he is. I know he is. And I don't like him doing that.
I would thought about saying Beyblade Sword or Bowblade Sword, but I felt like that was a little redundant. And then me, I gotta say, man, I've got the cutest list. It makes you smile. This is a smile-worthy list. I've got the Leviathan Axe, the Plasma Cutter, the Portal Gun, the Fire Flower, and the SOCOM Pistol. What a fucking Fire Flower.
It does shoot flames.
Oh, man.
And therefore it is a weapon. But
I'm just happy that I destroyed Connor.
Yeah, it made me angry. Yeah, I made me angry. Yeah,
From the first pick.
And you know what I could have done?
Two of the ones in Connor's list, never heard of in my fucking life.
Like, which ones? The Moonlight Greatsword and the Simon's
Bowblade.
In the Bowblade.
I regret my final pick. I should have done Rebellion, Dante's sword.
I thought you were gonna reach into your Dante bag. Yeah.
yeah, I should have. But and then I was like, oh, you know what? I have a big sword. I have the katana.
I don't know if you remember this, Connor, but in the game that we played last week of yours, you mentioned that Dante has a large arsenal. He carries a large arsenal. You know,
large arsenal, a lot of guns.
That is true. What are you insinuating here?
Just saying. You couldn't think of it.
I could have thought of it. I could have said the motorcycle weapons.
You could have. You didn't.
Guys, I think, and now granted, at the time of recording this, Jedi Survivor has not come out yet.
Right.
But I think Dead Space is still my game of the year right now.
I think that's probably true for me too.
Because it surprised me how good that game was. Like, it was really good.
Let's check in, guys. I imagine you guys have been keeping track of like all the games you've been playing this year. Excuse me. Jeez. So far, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 games on my list.
God damn.
12 games. That's new games.
That
have come out this year, yes.
What the fuck have you been playing?
Oh, I can tell you, Tavin. I can tell you right now. So far, this year, I've played Fire Emblem Engage,
oh, yeah.
Dead Space Remake, Hogwarts Legacy, Hi-Fi Rush,
right?
Dead Cells Return to Castlevania. I mean, I don't really count that I played it, but I've put like 45 minutes into Wolong Fallen Dynasty, and it just didn't click with me. Resident Evil 4 Remake, Pizza Tower, Chia. Oh, dude, just wait. Pizza Tower fucking rules.
Okay.
I played it on stream a little bit. John was in the chat when I played it. The Murder of Sonic the Hedgehog.
All right.
Minecraft Legends.
And
Advance Wars.
All right, yeah, that's a list. That's a list. That's a valid list too. For the most part, yeah.
So this is what Pizza Tower is. I had seen this, and I was like, "What is this? Is this some old forgotten cartoon that I was thinking about?"
No. So it's a side-scrolling platformer, based on the Wario World titles. Oh, sorry, yeah, Wario World, yeah.
WarioWare, you mean?
No, Wario World.
Huh. I never heard of that before.
No, me neither.
Oh no, sorry, not Wario World. Wario Land, I should say.
Pizza Tower looks
Wario
cute.
Land. It's very fun.
Okay.
Very, very crispy movement. Very, very tight speed. It's awesome.
So I don't have my list with me right now because it's on my phone, and my phone is busted and over there, and I don't want to get it. But yeah, like off the top of my head, I mean, I put a couple hours into Fire Emblem Engage, didn't click with me. Put a couple hours. I put more than I did Engage, but I put a couple hours into Hogwarts Legacy. Most meh game I've played this year, probably. Dead Space Remake, currently probably sitting at the top of my list. I had a really good time with that. Resident Evil 4, somewhere behind it, not very far behind it. I just don't think Resident Evil 4 is it's just not for me. Like I like it, but I don't like people are in love with it, and
yeah,
it's just not there for me. But I did really enjoy Resident Evil 4. Minecraft Legends, which is a review up right now. I'm enjoying, but I'm not like over the moon about.
Right.
What else have I played this year? I've played 50 hours of Power Wash Simulator. Let me look. Hi-Fi Rush is it's just gonna have to go on my wall of shame this year. Like I'm just not gonna make it back to that
It's
game.
so
I tried,
good, man.
I tried, man, and I'm not willing to replay the opening hour again. And I lost starting level 2. Like I just lost the rhythm and stuff, and I just
Momentum.
couldn't get back into it, which sucks because when I put it down, I was like, oh, I really don't want to put this down, but I gotta go play something else right now.
Tough.
But I put it down, and then when I finally got around to picking it back up again, I was like, fuck, I've lost it, and I can't come back. Octopath Traveler 2, I'm closing in on 10 hours into that game, which is like something that I'm just kind of jumping back into, touching a little bit, leaving, coming back. Whenever I have a gap in my gaming, and May might be the month for it, I'm going to go back and go hard on that. I really, really like Octopath Traveler 2 and what it's shown me so far.
That for me is one of the games that if I have time, I plan on circling back. I don't know. I doubt I'll roll credits on it, but I want to at least see how I feel about it, you know?
Yeah. I want to commit to it. I want to say that I'll roll credits on it, but we'll see for that. And then have I been playing anything else?
That'll probably be one of the best games I haven't played, all year.
Right. I think that's where the list stops, but I feel like I'm forgetting something. But if I'm forgetting it, it's probably not that great. But yeah, I mean, a lot of a lot of the ones that I expect to be on my list by the end of the year just haven't hit yet.
Right.
We're on the eve of...
Dead Space is probably I'm gonna agree with you. It's probably still at the top of my list.
Yeah. But I don't even know if it's gonna make it top 3 or maybe even top 5 by the end of the year.
Yeah.
But I fully expect it to stay on my list. But I think that just speaks to the caliber of games we're getting this year. I'm still waiting on Jedi Survivor. We're on the eve of that. Spider-Man 2, by all accounts, is coming this year. And so I'm very, very excited for that. Street Fighter 6 is something I'm super excited for. And there's other things this year. I gotta go pull up the
Connor, you've been really quiet. You have anything to add here? Or?
Well, I unlike you guys, don't write down my games.
Oh man,
so I've been trying to remember what I played this year.
John in the chat shouting out Redfall. I'm not sure about that one, but that did spark my Starfield. I am very excited for Starfield.
Yep.
Last Case of Benedict Fox. I'm very excited.
I'm sure I'll touch Redfall. It's gonna be on Game Pass, so
Yeah.
Maybe we'll all love it. And we'll
Final Fantasy 16.
We'll see. Yeah.
I think Final 16 is going to be high.
Yeah, that's on my short list.
A lot of great games coming this year. Connor?
Well, I played Resident Evil 4 Remake. Let me look up. I played Atomic Heart, Fire Emblem Engage. We had that game as well.
How was Atomic Heart? We never touched back. How much more of that did you play?
Yeah.
Almost none at all.
Nice.
And,
Yeah, great game. Great game.
And it's not because it's bad. It's just because there's so many other games to play that I'd prefer.
Yeah.
Yes.
I get you.
Didn't hit surprisingly as well as I was hoping it would, but
I mean, I'm not all that surprised. That game is a 73.
Yes, it is. Yeah, it just sometimes it's not meant to be.
But you know what's really funny? Sorry, I don't mean to derail this whole thing, but you talking about Atomic Heart got me thinking about and we mentioned Minecraft Legends got me thinking about Fantasy Critic again, and fucking right now, Tavin has lost more points on counterpicking Dead Island 2 than you have for counterpicking Minecraft Legends.
That is a surprising thing. Huh?
Yeah, I got fucked there. Not fucked, but I was expecting to gain points on counterpicking Dead Island, and it went up. It's currently now at a 75.
Yeah. Minecraft is now, I believe, at a 72.
72, yeah, and Minecraft went down, which shocks me. I think 72 is a little harsh, but where I'm sitting at it right now, I wouldn't go that much higher. And when you're just cherry picking points at that point, I don't think it's crazy. But yeah, from the way they were showing that game off, I was expecting a flat 80, and for it to be 72 is disheartening.
John mentioning X Defiant, that's a new movement based shooter that's coming out, right? It's the crossover competitive shooter from Ubisoft with the Rainbow Six people and the Splinter Cell people. And but I thought it had a really big impact like on movement, like where people were comparing it to like, oh, people are itching for Titanfall 3. That's what I thought that was.
Supposed to dethrone COD. Well, it's not going to dethrone COD, but maybe I'm just going based off of the footage I saw early when they announced the game. But it didn't look like a fast game, and I haven't seen it recently. But anyways, Connor, what else have you been playing?
Deep Rock Galactic, Rocket Stone.
Anything that came out this year? Or?
Well, I listed them.
Have anything else?
Atomic Heart and Resident Evil 4, baby.
Fire Emblem Engage.
Hi-Fi Rush. Hi-Fi Engage.
Most of my games are coming out here soon with Street Fighter 6,
Sure.
with Final Fantasy 16, with Jedi, with name other game, Tekken 8, which will undoubtedly release this year. I am still
We'll see.
We just got another character trailer. They're rolling them all out.
I know, but I'm just saying we'll see.
We will see. It hasn't been confirmed yet.
Well, I do. So, I was toying with the idea. I've been telling you guys that I have a surprise for you guys in the Discord. I've been telling you there's a surprise that I have. I acquired something.
Okay.
And I think now is actually a fine time to do it. I don't think it makes much sense because originally I wasn't planning on unveiling the surprise until closer to the end of the year. But I think it makes more sense to do it now on thinking about it. We're playing Fantasy Critic.
Uh-huh.
And of course, we're deciding on what the winner gets. And of course, we've decided on the losers buying games for the winner.
Mm-hmm.
But I thought there should be something a little more. And so I purchased a little trophy.
Oh.
And it says on the list, it says, sorry, you can't, it's backwards. It says 2 Penny Games Fantasy Critic Champion on the
very
little
cute.
That's
I like
a good
that.
one.
pedestal
I
there.
like that.
So
We'll just
I thought
pass
you-
that between
you
each
like
other
that.
for the years or to come.
right.
Okay.
as we go,
go.
it'll just all pass it around. Well, it'll get passed around, to
Maybe
the winner.
maybe next year Connor will pick games that have a wide margin of interest and not just interest him.
No.
play the game how you want to play it, Connor.
Exactly. I agree. And
you pick up that Warhammer 40K expansion. You do that.
Wait, expansion?
Is it not? Is it a
No,
new?
no. It is.
Phil, there are Warhammer 40K games coming out every year. Every year.
Well,
they've got a new
whatever.
game.
This one looks very, very cool, though.
Bolt gun.
It's a heavily Doom Wolfenstein inspired. That same kind of graphics and gameplay style.
Well, now you're talking my language. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, if there's nothing else to talk about, we'll go ahead and just wrap it up with my mini game, shall we?
Mm-hmm.
All right. So, gentlemen, I mentioned it before we recorded, but we're doing a Metacritic quiz. The good old my favorite thing that I've come up with for the piggy bank here. So, last week I asked you guys to send me copies of your favorite games of all time, akin to whenever I had y'all guess the placements of my favorite games of all time on how they stack up on Metacritic. We're gonna do the same thing, but with you guys' lists.
Okay.
Your guys' list, not you guys. So of course it's the
So we're
it's the
picking
same
from a pool of 20 games.
Well, yes. But I mean it's of 10 games each because we're doing it by person. So like we'll go for the first round, we'll do like, I don't know, Connor's games, and then we'll go through, we'll get the points there, and then we'll continue for the second round with Tavin's games, We'll do something like that. So if you guys, let me spin the wheel.
I don't know Connor's list.
I can send you a picture of it real quick. Because I do.
I don't know if Connor knows my list past like the third inning.
It's fine. I will share it with you guys. It's fine.
I don't even remember my list.
I'm
Connor said, "What the hell did I put on that thing?" Is number one still number one, Connor, or has it changed? He said, "I don't know."
Get this.
which has been
All
I've been
right.
thinking about it lately that we need to redo our top 10 games of all
lists,
time list. One, because we have visuals now, like we have cameras now.
Right.
Two, it's changed drastically for Phil, I know, and then it's changed quite a bit for me, and Connor's is different every time he thinks about it.
Should I put them in the show doc actually?
No, it's fine where they are.
Okay. I popped them in general real quick. The one on the left is of course going to be Tavin's. The one on the right, of course, is going to be Connor's.
Yeah. So are we starting with Connor's?
We are going to start with Connor's. Let me go ahead and just see which one of you guys are going first.
Cool. So to name off Connor's top 10 as of today, as of April 23rd, 2023. Number 10, Skyrim. Number 9, Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. 8, Nier Automata. 7, God of War 4, or God of War 2018. 6, The Last of Us Part 1. 5, Dark Souls 3. 4, Amori. 3, Fire Emblem 3 Houses. 2, Bloodborne. And 1, Final Fantasy VII Remake. Phil, who's going first?
That would be you, Tavin. Tavin, you were going first.
Okay. So, and then the way this is working is I'm going to pick a game of the games I just listed of the 10.
And you're going to pick one of those games, and if it's the highest rated on Metacritic, you will get a total of 10 points for that answer.
Uh-huh.
And if it is the second most, it'll be 9, third most, 8, and so on. To the point where if you guess the bottom answer, you will get only 1 piddly point.
Okay.
And we're going to go, I think, yeah, we might as well and just say between the two of y'all, you get 5 guesses for each thing, since we're only doing 2 rounds. So
for just the first, well, I'm sorry, five guesses per round.
5 guesses per round, yes.
Okay.
So
I'm going to start.
You have the potential of cleaning up the list. You know.
Yeah.
I mean,
I'm going to start with
obviously you're going to clean it
the
up.
Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild.
All right. Let me go back to my document here. And of course, that is the number 1 answer for Tavin. Tavin receiving 10 points for that answer with a 97 on Metacritic.
10 points on board. 10 points on board.
Connor.
And it's from my list I'm picking from.
This is from your list, yes.
Yeah, okay. Tavin chose the easy one. Easy Tavin, they sometimes call him. I'm going to go ahead and do, you know what? Let's go with let's do this, and then we'll do the Last of Us. We'll go The Last of Us.
The Last of Us, okay. Connor, with that pick, you get 8 points for the number 3 answer.
Because you fool,
That's
fool.
a good.
That's because the number 2 answer, Connor, for 9 points, lock me in God of War 2018.
Tavin, with that answer, you have knocked off the number 4 answer.
Ah, fuck.
Confident. So confident. Still good score, Tavin.
I'll take it. You know, it's fine.
Sorry, I did say that Breath of the Wild was a 97. I don't want to say the rest of the scores just in case that like helps you guys.
That's fair.
All right.
You know what I'm gonna go with? Because I think it has a high score. Omori. For my next pick.
All right, Connor. With that one, you have scooped up the number 9 pick.
Dang.
Yep, that's what I figured. Okay, so now it gets tricky. So what's left on the board, ladies and gentlemen?
I will let you know what's on the list here. We still have the number 10 pick. We have the number 8, 7, 6, 5, and 2.
Okay. And we're into our third round of guessing what's left.
Correct.
Final Fantasy VII Remake, Bloodborne, Fire Emblem 3 Houses, Dark Souls 3, Nier Automata, or Skyrim. These are great games, Connor. All of these are great games.
But which is the greatest in the eyes?
I know. That's really the problem. Is what I'm looking at the list. I'm gonna go between a couple, but I think I'm gonna go for Bloodborne here.
Damn, that was my mistake.
All right, Tavin, with your guess of Bloodborne, that is the number 5 answer on the list.
God damn. Okay. What is number 2?
Yeah, right.
Is it that generic of an answer?
Connor, we look to you for your 4th pick at this point.
It can't be Skyrim, right? I want. It shouldn't be that high. I don't think.
I know. Listen, in terms of what number 2 is, I know it's not Three Houses. I know it's not Final Fantasy VII Remake. I don't think it's Nier. I don't know why I'm helping you.
Yeah, you just helped me. Unless there was a twisted logic from Tavin to throw me off my game.
I'm sorry. Hang on. So Tavin, you guessed Breath of the Wild and God of War and Bloodborne. Okay, so we're on your third guess, Connor. I said 4 by mistake.
Okay. Yeah.
Because you've only guessed The Last of Us and Omori.
I have indeed. So you know
what? Threw myself off there for a second.
Let's go with the Hail Mary. Let's say Skyrim.
Connor, Skyrim is the number 2 answer.
Yeah, okay. That's what I was gonna go for next. All right, so that limits it down to what? Number 6 is the highest scoring answer right now.
Yes. So we have 10, 8, 7, and 6.
Okay.
Well, no, the number 6 answer is worth. Wait, am I wrong? I was going to say it's worth 5 points, isn't it? Right?
No, it should be worth 4 points.
No.
5 should be 5.
No. 5 is 6.
10.
Because it's out of possible 10.
Oh, you're right. No. Wait.
Yeah.
3.
So the number 1 answer is 10.
3 is 8. 3 is 8. Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm between, to get number 6 on this list, I'm between 2 answers here.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm gonna go for. I'm trying to remember because I just don't know. I just don't know how critics.
It is actually crazy, the delineation, like how close the answers are for 6 and 7 are.
If there's tiebreakers, are there tiebreakers on the list in terms of their Metacritic score, and how did you handle that?
There are tiebreakers between both of your lists, and I used it for user score.
Okay. In that case, I'm gonna go for Dark Souls 3.
Tavin, with that answer, you have just cleaned up number 6.
Yep.
Dang, good one.
Yep. Which I think for round 1, I don't know if Connor can catch up to me now.
Well,
I mean, granted, Connor has 2 more picks, so we'll see.
We'll see when he gives us his 4th answer.
I'm going to go ahead and choose the Final Fantasy VII Remake.
Mm-hmm.
Connor, that is the number 10 answer.
Dang, 10.
Wow. Okay.
I didn't expect that one.
I was bouncing between that and Dark Souls. I'm glad I went Dark Souls. Okay. What does that leave on this list? That leaves Nier and
leaves number 7 and number 8.
Fire Emblem. So whatever I choose, Connor's just stuck with the last one.
Mm-hmm. That's right. That's correct.
I know how Fire Emblem performed. I don't know how Nier performed. I'm going to go for Fire Emblem 3 Houses.
Tavin, you made the correct decision because that is the number 7 answer.
Yep.
8 being Nier, I'm assuming.
That is correct.
Okay.
So, with that one, let me go ahead and just run through all these like scores and everything because I think it's interesting. The number 10 answer was Final Fantasy VII Remake. Connor got that one. It was an 87 on Metacritic.
Wow.
Which was tied.
God damn.
Which was tied with Omori with an 87. However, Omori has a 9.2 user score, whereas Final Fantasy VII Remake has an 8.1 user score.
Some of them fans were mad.
That's right.
Some of them were mad.
Absolutely. The number 8 answer, of course, is Nier Automata, which has an 88 on Metacritic.
Wow.
Then we have Fire Emblem 3 Houses, which is an 89.
Connor, great list of games, man.
Yes.
I agree.
The number 6 answer, of course, is tied with the number 7 for an 89, which is Dark Souls 3. However, Fire Emblem 3 Houses only has an 8.8 user score, whereas Dark Souls 3 has a 9.0. The number 5 answer is Bloodborne with a 92 on Metacritic. The number 4 answer is God of War 2018 with a 94. The number 3 answer is The Last of Us, part 1, not Last of Us Part 1 that came out last year, or sorry, 2021 rather.
The original game.
The original from 2013, which has a 95.
Fuck.
Skyrim is the number 2 answer with a 96, and Breath of the Wild is a 97.
I really thought God of War did better than The Last of Us, huh? That's interesting. Maybe I'm thinking The Last of Us 2 too much.
Give me just a moment to tabulate these scores.
So, and then we are going to go second round with my games, yeah?
That is correct.
Okay. So while you're tabulating, I'm going to list off my games, which I believe this is an updated list. Yes, it is. So number 10, I have Resident Evil 2. Number 9, I have Ratchet & Clank Going Commando. Number 8, I have Fire Emblem 3 Houses. Number 7, Sly 3 Honor Among Thieves. Number 6 is Mass Effect, the first one. Number 5 is Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. Number 4 is God of War Ragnarok. Number 3 is Persona 4 Golden. Number 2, The Last of Us Part 2. And number 1, Metal Gear Solid 3 Snake Eater, the best video game ever made. I will not be taking comments from the peanut gallery. I do imagine, however, my games will have a wider range of scores than Connor's games.
Very interesting. Very interesting. It's so Tavin, you finished that first round with a score of 32 points. Connor finished with a score of 23.
Oof. All right, you gotta put up some numbers here, Connor.
It's just funny because it's 32 to 23. It's their opposite.
The inverse. Nice.
Yep.
So Connor's going first this round, I assume?
Connor is indeed going first this round.
Okay.
I already got the swinger at the gate with Super Smash Bros. Ultimate for my first pick.
Oof. Connor, that is the number 2 answer.
Fuck, really? Is it really? Wow, that's crazy. Fuck, where did God of War Ragnarok land? God, there's so many. This is hard. Let me go. Yeah. Let me go God of War Ragnarok.
Tavin, that is the number 1 answer.
Oh, thank God. Okay.
God of War Ragnarok is your number 1. Well, it's not your number 1, but it is the highest rated game on your list there.
10 more points for their boy.
That is correct. Connor, we go to you.
Yes, we go to me. I'm going to go ahead and go with... This is the question, huh? Right?
Yeah.
There's two. There's the 2 ones that I'm bouncing between.
The problem is I have a lot of games in this list that are probably like high 70s, low 80s or whatever. But like the ones that hit all, I think, are neck and neck games. So to me, whatever's next is between 2.
I'm going to go ahead and go Snake Eater.
Wow.
I feel like that was a high score. Like in the
Connor,
90s.
Snake Eater, Metal Gear Solid 3, is the number 6 answer.
Yeah, that sounds about right. Well, now that puts the big question on my shoulders now. Of like, which one did better between the 2 games in my head? I'm gonna go ahead and shoot for it and say The Last of Us Part 2 is number 3.
Tavin, you would be absolutely correct. That is the number 3 answer on your list.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, in that case, I'm gonna go through it again.
This is fun, but it's hard.
My next one.
I feel like it's especially hard for the person whose list it is.
Yeah.
Because it's harder to be objective. Because it's like,
oh yeah,
well, I think that game's better than that game, right?
I knew Snake Eater wasn't going to be top 3. 6 kind of hurts my feelings a little bit, but whatever.
Right.
But a lot of I don't know how Ratchet Going Commando is going. I don't know where Sly lists. I don't know where Mass Effect lists.
Right.
So those are going to be the interesting ones. Connor, go ahead.
No, I'm changing my mind. No, I'm not. This is a confident high pick. Resident Evil 2.
The Resident Evil 2 remake is the number 4 answer, Connor.
Wow, really?
It's high. I remember it being high. I just couldn't remember what ranking it would have been.
That is correct.
There, Connor. Good pick.
That is correct. Right. That is the number 4 answer. Sniped. Tavin, we go back to you, my friend.
I know, and now it's like Which
this
Japanese
game of
game is higher?
ping pong.
Really, is what I'm looking at. Is which Japanese RPG? One of them's tactics, one of them's classic turn based. Which one scored higher? I was not expecting Resident Evil 2 to be that high. I'm gonna go Fire Emblem Three Houses again.
Tavin, Fire Emblem Three Houses is the number 8 answer.
Damn, Snake Eater got rated higher than I thought. Okay.
Well, I think my next pick.
Which means 7 and 5 are still on the table.
Correct. We have the number 10, 9, 7, and 5. Wow. Connor, you still have hope here, man.
I do, and I'm gonna get the number 5 position with Persona 4 Golden.
Yep.
Connor, Persona 4 Golden, unfortunately, is not that high. It's the number 9 answer.
Dang. What the fuck is wrong with these game reviewers, bro?
OpenCritic sucks.
It's not OpenCritic. It's Metacritic.
This is number 9?
Number 9, yeah.
Connor, that means Persona 4 rates higher than either Mass Effect, Sly 3, or Ratchet and Clank. It's higher than at least 2 of those games. Or it's lower than at least 2 of those games. Which is ridiculous. Absolutely atrocious.
Yeah, that was a confirmed.
Okay. Fuck, man. Mass Effect.
Yeah, I think that might be it.
Tavin, Mass Effect. Is the number 5 answer.
Yeah. Okay. Higher than it should be, but okay.
It is better than Metal Gear Solid 3, Tavin. Everyone knows this.
All right.
Wow,
Connor,
that actually makes me angry.
Back to you. Connor, you have the chance of getting closer or staying in the dust.
That means your dumbass can't win.
No. I could have won if I did my other thing, which was Mass Effect, because I thought that was like unreasonably high.
You had a chance. You had a chance, and then you blew it.
Listen, Persona 4 Golden should have been a sure shot. I can't believe it's number 9.
Number 9.
Metacritic would disagree.
Metacritic's wrong.
I have not played either of these games. I'm gonna go Ratchet and Clank Going Commando.
Connor, Ratchet and Clank Going Commando is the number 7 answer.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Which is that it? I think that's it, right?
Well, last one's is Sly, which
Sly
we have to go to Tavin.
Mm-hmm.
Gentlemen, I'll let you guys go ahead and expound upon this information as well. I'll let y'all expound upon it as I go through from 10 to 1 the scores. Sly 3 is that Band of Thieves, right?
Honor Among Thieves.
Honor Among Thieves. Band of Thieves is 2, right?
Yes.
Sly 3, Honor Among Thieves has an 83 on Metacritic.
Higher than I thought.
Persona 4 Golden is number 9 with an 87.
Wow.
Nice. Fire Emblem 3 Houses is the number 8 with an 89. Ratchet and Clank Going Commando is number 7 with a 90. Snake Eater is the number 6 with a 91.
Shout out. That's
appropriate.
That's appropriate.
Tied with Mass Effect with a 91.
That is not appropriate.
However,
I love Mass Effect, but that is
Mass Effect has a higher user score with an 8.7 compared to Snake Eater's 8.0.
I wouldn't think that.
Also, yeah, right? Like, we're talking Mass Effect 1?
Correct.
Okay,
not the Legendary Edition, just the original Mass Effect.
I remember the number. The next one, just because I have to call it, Resident Evil 2 had a 92. Correct? That was
Resident Evil 2 Remake has a 91.
91. Okay.
With a 9.0 user score, so it's also tied with Mass Effect and Snake Eater.
Wow.
But it's a 9.0 user score, so it's got the best user score, so therefore it is the highest among the 3. The Last of Us Part 2 is a 93 on Metacritic, tied with the number 2 answer of Smash Ultimate. However, the user score for Last of Us Part 2
it's in the dirt.
Is a 5.8.
Yeah. You fucking homophobic losers.
I don't think that was the reason.
Whereas the user score for Smash Ultimate has an 8.6.
Oh, they're transphobic. That's right, and misogynists. That's right.
Yes,
I forgot.
I would say it's more misogynist than anything. Yes.
Yeah.
Or lackluster story.
You shut your bitch ass up.
And then, of course, the number one answer was God of War Ragnarok with a 94 on Metacritic. Gentlemen, I'll let you all go ahead and expound upon that as I tabulate the scores.
Now, I'm curious, Connor, if we were to put in those scores with and get averages amongst our two lists, which one would score higher? Because I'll be honest, my list scored higher than I thought. I was really expecting Going Commando and Sly 3 and Mass Effect to be a lot lower than they were. So I'm shocked that, Mass Effect was a 91. That's insane to me. That is insane to me.
That's in the 80s.
I'm very curious about that. Persona 4 being in the 80s is painful, but it's high 80s, so it's not that painful. But again, that just speaks to I could not believe how many games are in the 90s, which is crazy to me.
Usually 90s, the games usually hover in those 80s a lot, but a lot of 90s on our list.
Yeah,
they're very generic. It could have been so much cooler. Gotten some 70s in there, but no, it's in 90s.
I mean, I mean, these are all great games. They really are. But
they are. They between the both of you have some solid lists, and I do have the scores ready for us. Final scores: Connor, 47 points.
Wow.
Tavin, 60 points.
It was that number. It was the Skyrim thing that did me in. I think it was Skyrim. Was it Skyrim?
I think it's because you didn't grab Last of Us, part 2.
Well,
that one was an easy pick.
No, Skyrim was the number 2 answer on your list, Connor. That helped you.
It was the what was number 10 that was surprising to me?
Final Fantasy VII Remake.
Yeah.
That is surprising to me. Wow, that's crazy. I mean, 7 Remake has its issues, but it's better than quite a few of the games on your list, I think.
Well, I put it on number 1, so I would agree.
Yeah. Well, all right.
That's a good one.
To the end of a Metacritic quiz. Well done, Tavin. Yet again, showing his dominance in the Metacritic quiz.
He does read those a lot. He reads them like a book in his spare time.
No, I don't. I just know what this industry feels. I know I've just got the pulse of the industry. That's it.
He does have he has a firm grip on the zeitgeist of game reviewers.
Bunch of fucking nerds thinking Breath of the Wild is the best game ever made. Fucking
Tavin, it's pretty fucking good. So you shut your goddamn mouth.
It's the most fine ass game I've ever played. It's fine.
Okay, you can't say the same statement you said about Hogwarts Legacy and say the same thing about.
I said Hogwarts Legacy was meh. It was meh. Anyway.
Gentlemen, that's the end of our show, the Piggy Bank. Thank you guys very much for watching. John, thanks for sticking around in the chat, hanging out.
I have to say something.
Sorry, go ahead. Go ahead.
It's so important. It is very important.
I was so tempted to mute him right there.
To me,
yeah.
You see, you guys lambasted me last week for not beating Breath of the Wild, but you didn't get into my mindset. I would never. You guys.
Sounds like no, just him.
Oh, fair enough. But no, Tavin, you did it too. You did it too.
I said that's fine.
Oh, well, Phil,
I'm listening.
I beat it.
I'd
always made plans to beat it this week because I was so close to the end of the game, and to stand to the testament of how good that game is, I played it a lot longer because even though I only needed to beat one Divine Beast and finish Hyrule Castle and the Memories, the only 2 I had left, I kept getting sidetracked. I just saw that. I looked up in the distance. It was like, oh, I haven't been over there.
It's a great game.
Yeah, and
it's a great game. I kept walking through the vast plains of nothing.
No, and what happens is you get lost. You get thrown down the rabbit hole that is Breath of the Wild, and you have a great goddamn time
breaking the best weapons on inferior mobs. So now you're fighting bosses.
But here's the thing, Tavin. You break that weapon, literally the next thing you pick up is an even better weapon.
It happens a lot.
That's not true.
I am very true. With my weapon. Just had to say that.
Thank you very much for saying that, Connor. I think I made a very funny assessment of that conversation we had last week, and I compared it to the Family Guy bit where Peter admits that he did not care for The Godfather.
That's a good comparison because that is the funniest scene in Family Guy history.
It's a pretty good scene. It's a pretty good scene. Often memed. But once again, let me resume my outro. But thank you for providing that insight into your last week here, Connor. Once again, thank you guys so much for watching. Thanks so much for John to hanging out in the chat. La Flama Blanca 811. Thank you very much for stopping by, hanging out. And you know what, Tavin, Connor, thank you guys for doing this show with me.
It's a fun show. It's an enjoyable.
Tavin, I don't like the face you're making right now.
I was counting how many platinum trophies I had between the two lists.
Oh, okay.
See, look at this loser.
You know, I respect it.
Yeah, because you're now damn Wash fan simulator.
Anyway, thank you guys so much once again for hanging out and watching. We'll see you guys in the next one. Make sure to follow us on Twitter, TikTok, all that good stuff. 2 Penny Games spelled out on TikTok, YouTube, Twitch, all that good stuff. On Twitter, it's going to be the number 2 Penny Games. Yeah, just go ahead and drop a follow. Let us know what you think about what's your favorite video game weapon, or what's your favorite game of all time. And I would love to be able to get submissions and make new quizzes. So just I would love to hear feedback. I would love to hear more from you guys. Thank you guys so much for watching yet again. And guys, let's go ahead and just say goodbye.
Goodbye, and thanks for watching.
Breath of the Wild mid.
I love you all.